Well, we're 4 years into the bear market, topped in March of 2011. The bear market for mining equities started then, but commodity prices stayed high for a long period of time. We just lost investor interest because of, I think, lack of performance. I think it's going to take robust commodity prices is going to be the catalyst, going to start to turn things around. And we also need to find a way to attract the retail investor back into our business. And if we can do that, because that's really where our bread and butter comes, we need to interest the common investor, and at this point, he'd rather put his money into the U.S. Dow and the S&P 500, I think. Well, I think copper, I'm a long-term bull, short-term, medium-term, long-term, for a variety of reasons. But copper, if you look, the U.S. dollar is up 20% since July, and copper has basically lost 20% since July, which means it's on par. It's risen in most other currencies. The world continues to need more and more copper, on average 3 to 4% annual growth per year. We put 85 million more people on the planet every year. 25% of those 85 million new people still can't turn on light. They go to bed in the dark. So copper would be my pick over the short term, certainly. Well, I am very focused on my uranium universe, if you will. I have never done anything more than speculate and in sometimes invest in uranium companies in safe jurisdictions, and for me that's North America. And not only that, but I'm only willing to speculate in companies that are currently in past producing districts. So I personally favor U.S. domestic ISR producers. We've seen continual merger and acquisition in that sector, and the Athabasca uranium in Canada has some very interesting speculative plays at this point. Well, not only is it essential for demand, the ongoing demand for commodities, because of the growth in the emergence of middle classes in China, India, Indonesia, etc. But the capital here is very important. We've seen how many projects in North America, South America, wherever in the world financed by Chinese money, Asian money is very important. And I think it will continue to be very important for our industry. Well, we just came out of arguably the biggest bull market for commodities that I've certainly seen in my lifetime. From 2003 to 2014, essentially, we had very high commodity prices, and yet the mining companies as a whole have not been profitable, especially the gold mining companies. And I really think the real problem is that the mining companies kind of spent like drunken sailors in the flush times, and then commodity prices pull back and they end up writing off assets. But in my opinion, the real problem over this bull market is they treated the mining business as a growth industry, and it's not a growth industry, it's a value industry. It's not about more and more ounces produced or more and more pounds of copper produced. What it should be is the margin, high margin ounces, high margin pounds. And for companies to be profitable and then attract investors, they need to treat their industry for value, not for growth. Well, generally, most of my speculations are really not investments. My speculations are historically in the junior resource sector, although I have moved more and more into miners as the junior resource sector has started to founder a bit. But to answer your question, the most important things from speculation point of view, is a tight share structure. You want management with skin in the game. You want a project that can be developed for low CapEx per unit of metal produced, and you want a project that has the ability to produce in the lowest quartile of operating costs. And then you want the people are very important too. So you always want to pick companies that have geologists or engineers at their helm. I like technical guys at the top, and I want them to have been successful in the business before. If someone's bankrupted 3 junior companies, or they've retreated back into shells waiting for reincarnation, I don't consider those people to be venture capitalists or entrepreneurs anymore. I want people who have been successful before. Well, for me, coming here is just the ability to meet new people and expand my universe. You know, I run a free subscription newsletter, so I'm all about market share and publicity, and this presents a wonderful opportunity for me because my universe is mainly concentrated in the Americas. And for people that attend Minds and Money, I try to bring a North American perspective. So this is a very Asia-focused conference, and so I'm trying to bring a North American perspective to it. And you know, the U.S. is still the largest economy in the world. We got lots of money sitting around waiting for the right projects. I think we've seen that worldwide. We still see a lot of money available and looking for the right projects. Our industry as a whole has not succeeded very well during this bull market, but as we all know, the world still demands metals and will continue to demand metals. There's what, 70 elements of 92 on the periodic table in your cell phone. I found that out today in a speaker's talk. So the idea that you can come here and meet people with money if you have a project, or if you have money you can come here and maybe find the right project, I think that's invaluable.